Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Yay Networks.
You're listening to the Chatty Daddies podcast.
Welcome to the Chatty Daddies,
a podcast from three guys who think they're parenting experts.
Today we're talking about a few big moments in our daughters' lives and how one of us accidentally injured our kid and more.
And that more could be, I'm teaching my kids something pretty cool, I think. And I wonder if this is a new trend or if this is something y'all did as well. We're teaching them sign language. So we're trying to get him to know the sign for diaper and for mommy and daddy and all that stuff. And I think that we got him to understand his first sign.
He's what, 4 months?
He's 4 months.
Okay.
What was that first sign?
The first sign was milk.
Of course.
And the milk, it's like you're squeezing udders is what it looks like. So you're kind of like making fist with thumbs, but
they couldn't think of a better milk. Well, I mean, that's
like milking a cow.
Makes sense, milking a cow.
Yeah. I mean, what are you just pointing to the boobs?
I guess. I don't know.
But so he made the biggest smile. He lit up like an airport runway after we were like, "Are you ready? Do you want to go to mommy for some milk? Mommy milk?" And he just giggled. And he was thrilled, and I thought it was a pretty cool thing that he's able to learn. He's learning to communicate.
Have you watched Quaid when your wife takes off her bra ever? Have you ever?
Yeah. He'll get a little squirmy. His head gets a little.
It is the best. If you ever watch if you have a little boy or a little girl, and the mom is getting dressed in front of them, every time my kids would see Kinsey take her bra off, they would go crazy because they thought it was feeding time, and it was like, oh. But when I respond like that, you call me a creep. You know? It's like,
yeah, right. Everyone's mouth is watering over something different.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, Trey, this is good. You know, I think we're going to have to, maybe the next podcast, we do all in sign language.
Ooh, I like
that'd be
it.
great.
No speaking. It's a no speaking podcast, just sign language podcast.
Now, how do you say hello fresh in sign language?
We'll figure it out.
I don't know. I'm
But
not
Trey,
sure.
I didn't teach it to both of my kids, but my son Case, and we definitely did teach him a couple things in sign language because in one of the books we read, it says that it makes communication a lot easier before they learn how to speak. So we did teach him, I think it was 3 that he learned. He learned milk, which was that one. He also learned more, and that's when you put your fingers together, kind of like how Chris Rock has his fingers when he's doing comedy, and then you put them together.
It's like if you were being racially offensive to Italian people. You're like, it's a spicy meatball. You got your fingers pointed together, but then like all clamped up, like you're wiping yourself, but then you point them towards each other.
Gotcha. Yeah. We have like 3 books, and the one that is different, they don't have a cohesive sign for it, is dog.
You don't have a dog one?
No. So you're supposed to pant like a dog. Or you're supposed to pat your leg, like you're saying, come here, Rover. And both of them make you kind of look silly. But all of the baby sign language makes me feel like when you see people signing on television, I'm like, this looks like they're conducting an orchestra. It looks kind of cool. They're actually speaking a full language. And then with baby sign language, I'm just making milk?
A fool of yourself.
Milk? Yeah.
Over the top.
More? Yeah, the more is good. And thank you. We taught him thank you because you don't want your kid to have bad manners, right? So even though he still has bad manners.
Does I was going to say, did the manners carry over or no?
No.
I don't think our son learned baby sign language, but I know our daughter did, like her teachers at school. We didn't teach her that, but the teachers at school did, and they taught her more. And please, I think, is like rubbing the chest.
Yeah.
And so for a long time, she wouldn't say please. She would just do the motion, even though she knows how to say the word. And even still, now she's just over 2, and now she'll still say please, but she'll still rub her chest. And that's really the only one that's stuck around.
Yeah.
Is the please.
Are you going to keep the sign language going, though? Or are you going to keep going with the alphabet and make sure that they're... Is it bilingual? Are you bilingual if you could do sign language?
I would assume that's bilingual.
Sure, right? Are you going to go all the way with it?
I don't I would have to. The problem with all of this baby stuff is I have to learn a bunch of crap first before I can teach it to them. And right now I'm all excited about it. I'm like, oh man, I'm going to get to talk to him. I don't know that I'm going to go and take it too far because I'm pretty lazy.
Yeah.
I have a friend, not to make this a downer, I have a friend, he has a daughter with Down syndrome and she's deaf. And so they're having to learn actual sign language to then teach to the daughter.
Right.
So, and they're 34, 35. And so it's just a learning curve when you're trying to learn a completely new language, even from scratch.
Right.
Even just hello, goodbye, mommy, daddy, all that. And then you got to string sentences together.
And take care of a baby on top of that.
Yeah. And he's just been like, that's tough. They're taking private lessons a few times a week to try and learn sign language, and it's rough.
By the way, Down syndrome people are my favorite humans ever.
Happiest babies in the world.
The happiest people. It's nothing but good. I love Down syndrome people.
Yeah, when my friend told me, he said, she was born with Down syndrome, and because we've been around them a lot, we go on a trip with the kids on Kids trip for the radio show that we do. Yeah. And every year when we take kids with terminal illnesses or chronic lifelong illnesses, and a lot of Down syndrome kids go, and I told them, you will never meet a child that's going to love you more than your kid loves you. Oh, you know what I mean? There's a bond that will never be broken, and so he is lucky in that way. That love will always be there.
My cousin Eric has Down syndrome, and my mom would always have to, because we're the same age, when you're an 8-year-old, it's weird when your cousin comes up and kisses you all over the face, but she would have to tell me, she goes, Eric is all about love, so you got to make sure that you reciprocate that. And I'm like, okay. But now he is crushing it. He has his own bakery.
Wow.
He has his own bakery in Mexico. He wakes up at 5 a.m, he gets in there, he makes his pan de dulce, and then he gets it all ready to sell. And he has a legit running company and crushes it.
Inquiry.
Yeah.
Dulce luce?
Sweet breads.
Pan de dulce? Sweet bread, yeah.
Sweet breads.
Pan de dulce. So if you ever see those, when you go to a Mexican marketplace and you see the bread that looks like a elephant's ear, which is my favorite, that's some of it, or the ones that look like a half a ball, and then they have what appears to be sweet stuff on them. So all that stuff, all that Mexican bread you see, we call it pan de dulce.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Donuts are fried. Are these fried or are they just baked?
I don't know. Because I've never made it. I think it's a little bit of both. I think there's some that are fried, some are baked.
Yeah, I feel like the ones that I've had they kind of look like a donut, but it's more bread,
more crispy,
and then a lot of cream and frosting and stuff on it. And
sounds good to me.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's basically sweet bread, like Nick said. So yeah, it's really good. But he's crushing it. He's living his best life. The only thing he's struggling with right now, or since March of last year, is COVID, because he was all about greeting anyone that came into the shop with a hug. You come in, you get a big old hug from Eric, and then get to shopping. But they had to tell him hey, we can't do that, and then they had to shut. So he was hit hard by that he wasn't able to, and still can't hug people like he used to,
Yeah. I have one more thing on sign language.
Yeah.
They call it American Sign Language. Do they have Mexican Sign Language?
I would think yes. The languages are different, so you want to... I don't know.
It's not English Sign Language.
Yeah, so is ball in American Sign Language? What's ball in Spanish?
Pelota.
Okay, is pelota and ball the same sign?
Yeah, well, Mexican's not a good one because it could be North American Sign Language. But let's call Peru.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that'd be cool. They speak Australian Sign Language.
Yeah.
Is sign language universal? Let me see. Oh, that question is as soon as you type in is sign language, universal, the first thing that pops up. They have its own grammar, and it's not one univeral language, according to this first article that I saw.
So is Mandarin Sign Language? Is it backwards? Because you read and write it backwards.
Exactly. I don't do that. That is a great question. We're gonna have to dive into that because I would just think it would have been universal, and dog means dog, and ball means ball, and everything means whatever it means. Wow, that's crazy.
You say we're gonna dive into it. If you're listening to this podcast, hoping next time around we're gonna be talking all about sign language, I bet we don't.
Probably not.
It might
not on the podcast.
It might come back.
But I'm gonna dive into this because now I'm interested.
Okay.
Now, if I may make this smooth transition, we were just talking about nipples, or sort of nipples. We were talking about milking. We were talking about milking. I'm sorry. We're talking about bras, and so nipples comes into play with my story.
Makes sense.
That's what I was trying to get to.
I did shave the tip of my nipple off, Nick, if you wanted to.
Well, you can tell me about that. Hit me up. What happened?
You ever go in the shower and you look down and your nipple hair is just unruly, and you think to yourself, how am I going to get my wife to want to sleep with me if I got a freaking afro going on my nipples?
Not only that, isn't it like, wait, it wasn't like this yesterday.
Yeah, it just
like how did this grow 17 inches in a day?
Now, and I have like one of those Manscaped razors that I normally use, but I was in the shower and it wasn't in there. But I looked over and I also use these razors that are Harry's razors, which are known to be like the sharpest blades in the world. And it was in there. And I said, you know what? If that's good enough for my face, it has to be good enough for my chest and my nipples. But you have to shave your nipple when it's super smooth. So I want to get the water warm. I want to make sure that I can go down and nothing's going to be, when your nipple gets hard, it gets bumpy and it gets tough right there. So I was doing fine. And then I must have gotten a gust of wind that came in the shower or something. Because as I'm shaving, my nipple starts getting hard. And I tell myself, you know what? I'm just going to be extremely careful. And as I'm thinking of this, I stroked down and I felt it right away. I felt the tip of my nipple just burn, just badly. And blood just starts lactating out of it.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
I had completely shaved the top layer of the tip of my nipple. And the only pain I can equate this to is when you get a paper cut. It is extremely similar to that sting you get on a paper cut, except I still have it. Because I don't know how long it takes for nipples to heal, but even wearing a shirt right now and it rubbing on it hurts like a mo.
Do you end up getting one of those like little spots like on your shirt? The little
like
blood
you've been running
spot?
a marathon?
Yeah.
I decided to wear a black shirt, but I'm pretty sure I would have ended up with a little red dot if I would have worn that. But man, definitely be careful with your nipples.
It sounds painful, but did it feel good?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
He can't wear his nipple clamps now. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You can't hang from the ceiling with your nipple piercings.
Even a day later, I could squeeze my nipple and blood would start bubbling up. Well, so now that we talked about nipples, Nick, go ahead.
I have not cut my nipples, but the other day, my son and I were getting ready I was going to give him a shower. And so on another podcast that I've done before, I've done a bit called Stool Time. And that's where I have a conversation with my son while he's on the potty. And so my son and I, he has his clothes off. He's going potty before the shower time. I took my shirt off, and then this is kind of what happened. So this is Stool Time.
Does everybody know what time it is?
Stool time!
Davis, what did you just say? What did you say? You said, Daddy, I can see your what?
Nickel.
My nickels?
He called my nipples my
Nickels?
Nickels.
Which is perfect for you.
That's
love
true.
kids.
Yeah, people have called me Nickel Pickle my whole life. Nickel is a common nickname for me.
So I got a special sneak preview of this audio so that we could play it
Yeah.
and listen to it. And he said, "The nickels. I can see your nickels." Mm-hmm. I did not think he was talking about your nipples.
Oh, did you think I was naked?
I thought he was talking about your testicles.
No. I just had my shirt off at the time. Just my shirt off.
And please tell me you don't correct him, Nick, because this is only going to last maybe a couple years before he realizes they're called nipples and not nickels.
Yeah,
Would
so
you correct him?
here's the rest of the conversation with my 4-year-old on the potty.
Okay.
Boop, I see Freddy Buzz. I'm going poo-poo.
That's good.
It's going to try.
That's good. Yeah, try. Yeah.
Why you turn on your phone?
I'm just holding it. Ooh, that's stinky. Do you have a New Year's resolution?
I want to be an octopus in the water. That's why.
Oh, that's why. Oh, don't touch. No, don't.
I want to play musical chairs.
That sounds like a great New Year's resolution.
Tomorrow we can do it.
Okay, sure.
Nickels.
So stop poking my nickels. Can you ask my friends what makes you happy?
Eating breakfast.
eating breakfast, can you say, what makes you happy?
Toys.
Are you all done going poopy?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Daddy.
It doesn't look like Daddy.
Sock.
A sock? Davis, can you say, Happy New Year?
Happy Easter party.
Not Happy Party. Can you say, Happy New Year?
Happy party.
Happy Party.
So he's in the talking about poo stage, right?
Yeah,
calls everybody poopy pants and poopy butt.
We try and do the no potty words unless we're talking about potty. But yeah, everything's poopy butt and poo poo face. Yeah, for sure.
I'm in the 9-year-old and 7-year-old world, and they're still using poopy.
I mean, I find it hilarious, but for some reason, society tells me I need to correct him.
It's weird in public.
It
Do you know
sounds-
what? Go ahead, Trey.
I was just saying, it sounds like he's the happiest kid on the face of the planet.
For the
which is
most
good.
part, he's fairly happy. He gets moody for sure, definitely moody, and it's just like, why are you freaking out right now?
Yeah.
But between about 2 to 4 was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough. He had an
Three-nager.
attitude. It was we did terrible twos and a 3-nager. It was rough. But since then, he's like, once he turned 4, that really switched for him.
Calm down.
About halfway through that, he said, or you told him not to touch something.
Oh.
What
Was he reaching for the
trying to
poop?
touch?
I think he was trying to like wipe, and he was trying to like
Get in too deep.
he was trying to like get in there. I don't know what he was
he's
doing.
digging.
Just don't touch.
The one word I haven't corrected with my kids yet, and I find so cute when they say it, and they've said it since they were like 3 years old, is they don't know how to say armpits correctly. Both of my kids say armpits.
Armpits.
Okay.
It's weird. Kids, it's like every kid has some sort of little lisp or some sort of speech impediment. They all have it, and
Yeah.
then they just gradually kind of grow out of it.
Yeah.
And so it is funny what they can and can't say.
But congratulations on your boy going poo-poo in the potty. That's pretty big news.
He's doing good. His cousin is a year older than him, and his cousin sent us a video the other day that said, he said that he's ready to move out of the house because his cousin Ben, who's 5, can wipe himself now.
Oh, good.
And he can make his own waffles in the toaster, so he's ready to move out.
Yeah.
Well-
What else do you need?
Yeah, exactly. Now, Trey, you've been taking Quaid out. It goes out all the time with the kids. They go out and all that. You take Quaid out and about for dinner and stuff?
No, haven't gone to one single restaurant.
You haven't? Okay, well, here's the thing, and I don't know if you agree with me, Nick, but when you take your kids out somewhere public, the number one thing you don't want is attention.
Yeah, it's always, hush, quit doing that, sit down.
Yeah.
Yes, act right. No, hang on. Act
You
right,
wanna-
you'll get dessert at home. Stop it.
You want to be a ghost, right? You want to be a ghost when you go anywhere. You don't want anybody to look your way. You just want to be in and out. So I had an embarrassing moment this weekend with my kid where I thought the cops were going to get called.
I love an embarrassing story.
Wow.
So it was a Saturday night. It was a little chilly, but there's an area by where I live where there's restaurants, and then there's a big artificial grass field, right? And it's awesome because we can go out there, sit on the patio or sit by the window, and the kids can go out there and play football or hula hoop, whatever. We love this spot. So we're out there, and we ate dinner, and afterwards we saw a friend of Kaysen's, and they wanted to play football. So we decided to do a 2-on-2 football game.
Perfect.
And again, there's a bunch of people out there playing catch and having a good time.
Right.
So is it you and Kaysen versus Kaysen's friend and his dad?
Yeah, that's how we're playing.
Nice.
Who was
And-
captain?
Yeah.
How'd you pick teams?
Kaysen.
Oh, okay.
Kaysen pick.
Between a fight, you and the other dad, who would win?
Me.
Okay.
Okay.
He would probably tell you the same thing. He's a little slightly smaller guy than I am.
So he's 5 foot tall.
Yeah, he's smaller. But his son is 2 years older than Kaysen. So it was a little fair. Like I was probably a little bit more athletic in the football world than his dad, but he was probably a little more athletic than Kaysen because of his size and age. So we're having a good time playing. Kaysen actually is playing extremely well. And we're getting to the point where the moms want to leave. And so we're like, all right, next score wins. And I told Kaysen, hey, let's just end this. I'm going to do a pump fake, and then you go straight, and I'm going to throw it to you deep, catch the ball, we can go home. And he goes, okay. So I drop back. I see Kaysen do the pump fake. He gets it. The kid bites on it, and now it's Kaysen running, and the kid starts running after him, and he's pretty fast. He's catching up. So I have a small window to get it in there, and I didn't want to just float it because I want to win. I get competitive. So I gave a little extra mustard than I should have, but Kaysen was playing well. And wouldn't you know it, this thing goes in a perfect spiral, Trey. Rainbows over the kid's head, and hits Kaysen squarely in the face. Hit him in the face so hard that it toppled him over and he fell down.
Like, that's out of a Meet the Fockers or whatever.
Yes. Is this Little Giants here?
Kind of, except he was not wearing a helmet, dude. And so he screams right away, "Ah!" But I'm already running over there because I heard the hit. It was cold again. And this ball was not a soft Nerf ball. This was a football. And so I'm running over there, and I'm like, "Oh, man, Kaysen, you okay, buddy?" And homeboy and his dad are standing over Kaysen, and Kaysen screams, "You hit me!"
Whoa.
And the whole restaurant comes to a screeching halt.
The people on the patio, the people on the grass, the people sitting down at the benches, it was like a record scratch. Yeah. I look up and they're all staring at me, standing over my son. It looked like I punched him the way I was standing over him. And I'm standing over him and he's screaming, "You hit me! You're such a jerk, Dad!" And I'm like, "Whoa, bro, whoa, everybody. No, this is not what is happening right now." And he removes his hand from his face, and it is a welt. It looks like he got punched or slapped in the face.
Oh, no.
And so I'm standing there, not knowing what to do. I look at the dad like, "Dude, please help me. These people think I beat my child." One of the moms starts walking towards us and goes, "Is everything okay?" And I go, "Yes, ma'am. He was hit with a football. Not. I didn't hit him." And he goes, "You did. You hit me." And he gets up, dude, and he starts walking away and sits down facing away. And another mom walks up to him and goes, "Son, is everything okay?" I'm like, "Dude, you cannot do this to your dad. He made me look like I whooped his butt in a fist fight in front of all those people when I just hit him with a football."
Did you give him another one when you went home?
Yeah, right.
No, dude, it was one of those where like, it's hard when you're a parent. My feelings got hurt. Because he embarrassed me. You know, you're not used to.
He should have caught the ball.
Right.
He should have caught the ball.
Totally.
No.
That mean y'all lost, right? Y'all had to forfeit?
Yeah, we ended up calling it a tie because I didn't want any issues. But I was hurt, and it's weird to react to your kids because you're supposed to be the adult, and I should probably be the bigger person and not get my feelings hurt. But I didn't even want to walk by him because I was so embarrassed by all those people that stared at me, and I didn't want to say anything wrong because I knew I was in the heat of the moment,
right.
You know, and there's nowhere I could go at that point because I'm with my family. We were leaving. Chloe and Kinsey were there as well. And so I just walked ahead and went to the car, and Kinsey actually ended up calling me. And she goes, "Where are you?" And I said, "I had to go to the car to calm down because I was just upset with how Kaysen responded by getting hit in the face with a football."
Where did you leave Kaysen while you walked to the car?
With his mom and
Cool.
And so we finally get in the car. We didn't speak a word when we were in the car. It was a 5-minute drive. Go home. He goes straight to the shower. I sit down on the couch, and I'm sitting there, and I go like, I question myself to Kinsey. I'm like, did I do it right? Should I have coddled him? Like, am I supposed to tell him it's okay, buddy? Or should I have done it the way I did? And as we're having this conversation, he comes out of the bathroom and he goes over to me and he goes, and this is where I think we're doing okay as parents, because he came over to me and he goes, "I'm sorry, Papa." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "I'm sorry. I was embarrassed because I didn't catch the ball and because the ball hit me, and I did see a girl I went to school there, and I was embarrassed, and I'm sorry."
Aw.
And I didn't know how to respond, and I shouldn't have yelled at you. And he full on, without his mom talking to him or me talking to him, he apologized.
Yeah, he recognized the situation. He put it all together in his own head and came back and told you how he really felt.
Yeah. And I said, "Well, Kaysen, I am sorry. I threw you the most accurate ball of all time."
That ain't my fault.
But man, I went from feeling upset to feeling so proud in just a matter of minutes, you know?
You know, in the heat of the moment, a lot is going on in his head after he got hit. He may not have thought to say, "No, he hit me with the football, everybody. Daddy hit me with the football."
Right.
He may not have been thinking about completing that sentence.
Totally.
And I think it's okay as adults to, if you feel like you might say the wrong thing or you might respond the wrong way, it's okay to walk away. It's okay. I mean, it might look childish and it might look immature, but I feel like it's better to do that than yell at him in a public situation, or to yell at him for something that he has the right to be upset about. So I felt like walking away in that situation was the better choice. And
then when you got home, everybody was
fixed.
nice and calm, and it worked out.
Yeah, man. And we ended up just sitting there cuddling on the couch, and we watched a little bit of TV, and that was it, man. So it actually ended up working out, you know, to walk away, and nobody said anything hurtful, and everybody figured it out in the end, which is good. This is what we want as parents, you know. You want your kids to be able to realize, hey, maybe I didn't respond the correct way that way. And so I was proud of him for that. I'll give him that.
I have a solution for you, JC.
What's up?
I can solve all of your problems right here. Cook at home.
Bro, that's going
Cook at home, and you will never be embarrassed by your son again.
Makes sense
I get
to me.
too stressed, but Nick, I get too stressed out because then you're sitting there going like, I don't want to eat this. Well, I want to eat this. What are we going to eat? I don't have the ingredients. It sounds stressful, man. How are you going to fix that for me?
With HelloFresh.
Oh, well, there you go.
With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the grocery store, makes cooking at home easy, fun, and affordable, and that's why HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit.
Yeah, it takes all the stress out of meal prep and really out of the cooking as well, because you'll get those recipes. You don't have to go to the grocery store or sit there and go, what do we want? What do we want to do this week? Because HelloFresh has that menu for you, and they will send you meals that you can go from starting to cook to the table in 30 minutes or less.
And Nick, I know you were talking about maybe being a little bit healthier, like a lot of us are trying to do at the beginning of the year, and it's never been easier. They have low-cal, they have carb smart, they have vegetarian, pescatarian options every single week, and no matter what you end up choosing, every single recipe is packed with fresh produce sourced directly from farmers.
And you know what's really hard? Getting your kids to eat something different, be healthy. And so I've signed up for the family-friendly meals.
Yeah,
and
same.
we can't get my kids to eat fish or seafood or anything like that. It has to be a fried nugget of some sort for them to eat it. But we had garlic butter shrimp scampi. Delicious. It had spaghetti in there. They liked it. They even sort of nibbled on the broccoli, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Word.
sort of nibbled on the
Look
broccoli.
at you, sir.
It's
Well
so
played.
easy. After work, Kara or I will go in the kitchen, take 1, maybe 2 pans out of the cupboard, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, HelloFresh offers the flexibility you need with customizable orders every single week, so you can easily change your delivery days or food preferences. You can skip a week, you can add a meal to a week, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we got something for you too. Go to HelloFresh.com/daddies10 and use the code daddies10 for 10 free meals, including free shipping. Again, that's HelloFresh.com/daddies10 and use that promo code daddies10. You'll get that 10 free meals, including shipping.
HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. It was a big weekend in the Addams household because
Yeah?
it finally happened. For a few months now, my wife and I have been saying, you know what, after Christmas, we're going to have to take that Passy away.
Oh, the Pacifier.
We didn't want to do it over the break, the holiday break, because we all want our sleep. And so,
Yeah.
you know, we don't want to ruin anything. We need to make sure kids are in extra good moods. And so we just finally said, you know what, it's got to happen. It's got to. And for some reason, we just said, this weekend, why not?
Yeah.
So
No reason not to.
What was the plan of action? What did you guys take?
So my daughter Ellie, she's 2.5 months, and we did the Pacifier thing. I'm not sure if that really clicked with my daughter.
Yeah.
And so the Pacifier, some people do it in different ways. What the Pacifier did at our house was before my daughter and son went off to daycare for the day, Ellie put her passies in a bag, and we put that bag on the door. And then at nighttime, when she came back, the Pacifier would bring her a present. And she got an Elsa doll, an Elsa blanket. She has 100 of those, but we got her more. And she really liked the gifts.
Of course.
But then when it came time to bedtime, she didn't remember the whole Pacifier.
Right.
It was
no.
over her head.
Yeah.
And so the first night was pretty rough. She cried for a good 15, 20 minutes maybe. But luckily, she went to sleep.
And what's the process while she's crying? Do you
Nothing.
pick her up, just let her cry it out?
Leave her in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if she had cried for 30, 45 minutes, maybe would have gone in there. But I'm a big fan of just let them figure it out. That's probably not the right thing. I think we've talked about self-soothing and stuff like that before on the podcast.
They figure it out.
I don't remember what we said on that podcast. So I don't know what advice I should do. And my wife and I are both just like, whatever. She'll cry down and get tired. And she was already sleepy anyways. And so eventually she did go to sleep. And luckily she didn't wake up. Because the problem is when they wake up in the middle of the night, they don't have that passy there to calm them down.
Right.
Luckily that didn't happen. But Saturday and Sunday both, her afternoon naps they didn't happen. She was either crying the whole time or just standing up and, pounding on the side of her crib and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we're talking cold turkey. Like she had them Friday, Saturday.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
That's
Friday
what you're
morning
supposed
she
to do,
had
Trey. They tell you got to do a cold turkey. There's no smaller passy you could take. It's just all or nothing.
And luckily, that afternoon part really sucked because I like to take an afternoon nap.
Yeah.
And so I didn't get one this weekend. And so, but that made her even extra tired for nap time. So we got, or for
bedtime.
bedtime. So we got to put her down maybe 30, 45 minutes earlier than we would have. And each night she still cried. Like Friday night, she maybe cried for 20 minutes. The next night she cried for maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday night, she cried for maybe, I don't know, like 2-3 minutes. And then it was fine.
That was it.
So, and it's been going down each night since then.
How old is she again?
She's 2.5, or not 2.5. She's 2 and 2 months.
Oh, okay. So, wow, you guys did it early, too.
So we'll see. That was about the time we did it with my son, too. And my daughter's a little bit more dependent on the passy than my son was. But so, I haven't asked how her teachers have been liking this because they take naps at school and stuff. So we send her with a doll and stuff that she can like cuddle with if that helps. But it was a little rough, but it seems like it's going okay.
We did the same thing, and if you're listening and you're thinking about doing the Pacifier anytime soon, we did the same thing with Chloe. She was a little bit older. She was, I think, 3 when we decided to do this. So I don't know if this is the reason why it went smoother, Nick, but we did it at night. Same thing. We put the passies all in a nice little bag, got it all ready for the Pacifier, and then we put it next to her bed. And we told her the Pacifier would show up and drop off something for you in return. And she ended up getting a stuffed animal so that she had something to sleep with. Mm-hmm. And that was it. She didn't cry the first night, which we were fully expecting. Wow. She did not cry. She just held that little stuffed animal that we gave, that the Pacifier gave her. And that was it, man. It was so much easier than my son, who was a thumb sucker. Thumb suckers are the hardest because you cannot detach those things from their body. So you just gotta. I kept putting jalapeno juice on his thumb, which is what my grandma did to me. That didn't work. I actually don't even remember what ended up working with Kason to stop sucking that.
Might grow out of it.
I think he just grew out of it.
So that means across the board between the 5 kids, all of them are pacifier children. They're my wife's best friend, her daughter. Doesn't care about a pacifier at all. She'll suck on her hand.
Yeah.
So that may end up turning into the thumb sucker situation. But I think that they're ahead of the game, right? They don't have to deal with taking the pacifier away.
It's better to have a passy baby, I think. Because I'm telling you, Kason, the thumb sucker, was so much more difficult to wean off.
Wean. But another big day happened for one of our girls. What happened with Chloe?
So this might look weird if you would have come over to my house and seen a handful of hair just chilling on my countertop, but Chloe got her first big girl haircut.
Very nice.
Now, did she ever have one as like a little kid or anything?
We went in because hair gets damaged apparently. See, I'm not used to having long hair, even though Nick and I have been growing it out since last year. Mm-hmm. I'm not used to having it, and I'm sure my hair is extremely damaged, and I haven't taken care of it very well. But Kinsey has taken her in to basically, do a little tune-up on the hair.
Yeah, maybe thin out a little bit, take off some of the split ends and stuff.
They cut all the damaged hair, the bottom part of it, but I would say no more than an inch ever taken off. Chloe ended up taking off about, I think it's like 6 or 7 inches of her hair, because her hair was all the way down to her butt. And something changed, man. When she came home, it's like she looked like a girl.
Yeah.
Not like my baby.
Your little girl.
She's not my little girl. She looked like a girl. And I actually got a little sad because I'm holding them. And Kinsey thinks I'm weird because I've been almost carrying this around the house. This is like the last remnants of my baby girl that I have. And this is the hair she had from when she was born, because she was born with a pretty good amount of hair on her head. So this is the hair she had when she was born, and I'm holding it. And I don't know if it's creepy to do this. I don't know if we're supposed to hold on to these things as parents.
Make a doll out of it. Put it in a doll's hair.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't want to put a doll.
I
don't know what to do with it. I would like. That's actually a great idea, Nick. I want to do something cool with her hair so that it's not creepy in a bag.
Idea. That's a terrible idea.
Not on a doll. I don't want a doll, but I want, is there something, if you're listening and you want to email us at the chattydaddies.com, please let me know what you would do with hair to make it look cool. because I don't want it to be in a bag like this because I think it looks like it's just evidence for a crime.
Right. I'm 100% not the sentimental guy. Kara makes photo albums every year.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, cool. Which bookshelf are we going to leave that on for the next 20
And
years?
never look at it.
Yeah. So I personally, when I first heard that you had a bag of her hair, I was like, that's not... that's a little off for me, but I understand, and I think I can come around to you want to hold on to her hair for the baby book whenever you want to pass down that baby book to her when she's gonna have a kid. So she can
Kinsey's
go back
like
and
you,
look.
Trey. Kinsey my wife wants to get rid of everything. Like we had Kaysen's umbilical cord and his circumcision.
Yeah.
And we had that for about a couple years, and I asked Kinsey where it was a couple years ago, and she was like, "Oh no, we got rid of that." I'm like, "You got rid of?" And she goes, "Why do you want to keep a scab-looking thing and a piece of his penis?" And I said, "I don't know, keepsake."
Now, Trey, get this: if you think hair's weird, JC, are you saving teeth?
Yes.
Yeah, you got to save the baby teeth.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I already know. There's gonna be no fighting the teeth for sure.
Speaking of dolls, have you seen those dolls you could buy and put the teeth on?
Like the kids' teeth that fall out, you put in the dolls?
Yes.
That's horrible.
There
That's
are
like
these
horror
dolls you can
movie.
buy.
You're going to put your kid's teeth in a doll and then put your daughter's hair on that doll. That is like the creepiest voodoo sounding doll I've ever heard.
God.
It's called what was it? I think the Tooth Monster doll.
Yeah, that's a horrible name.
If you have a computer nearby, get on there and just put kids' teeth on a doll, and you'll see what the doll looks like. It doesn't even look like an actual human doll. It looks like a weird wannabe teddy bear, but the teeth on it look hilarious and also quite scary. Like you might have nightmares.
It's horrifying. We can see a picture now, and it's just it's not good.
So you don't want to do that?
Is it like? It looks. I don't even know what this looks like. It's like it's from Real Monsters. Is
it
what
looks
it's
like
from.
a bad cartoon, doesn't it?
Yes.
It looks like a mummified human.
It was in someone's fever dream of a monster when they were tripping on acid in Beavis and Butthead or something. Yeah, that's disgusting. That is gross. But it's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. I mean, I got 16 teeth right now that I can play with, so I'm ready to go.
You can make a cool necklace out of it.
Yeah.
Put it on a ring. That'd be a cool little sparkler.
Yeah, doing voodoo down in New Orleans at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder if you make it into some sort of dust, I wonder if it would be beneficial to our health. I'm gonna look that up. If we can
eat it? Are you gonna eat your kid's teeth?
People eat the what do they eat after birth?
Placenta?
The placenta.
You just do like a line of it. You just grind it into a powder and do a line of it like cocaine.
I don't know, man. Maybe it has some benefits when it comes to health. I'm gonna look it up too.
JC, maybe Kinsey ate Kaysen's circumcision skin.
Oh, bro. Oh, gross. Oh, gross.
Maybe it's good for your health.
Oh, gross. That's so gross.
Maybe it's good for you. I have to look it up.
I don't want to look that up.
Okay, I'm going to stop talking. That's it for this episode of The Chatty Daddies.
Hey, don't forget to send us a DM so we could read it on the show at Chatty Daddies on social media, or again, you can email us at chattydaddies.com.
Plus, you can leave us a voicemail or a text at the number that is in the description of the podcast. Please do. We love to hear from you, and we will talk again, I guess, next week. I don't know. You guys want to do it?
I guess so. Yeah, we'll do it.
Sure.
The Chatty Daddies Podcast.